Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what are people's secret thoughts about you. And to do this reading we are going to be picking together 3 piles. I feel like this one wants to come out, so we're going to take that and this one. So this is 2 and this is 3. Let's see what we have. For pile number 1, we have the Knight of Swords, and this is what your card looks like. For pile number 2, we have the 10 of Wands, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, we have the 8 of Wands, and this is what your card looks like. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the Tourmalated Quartz, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the flower Agate, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the Peach Moonstone, and this is what your crystal looks like. There we go. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or maybe even to all of them, trust your intuition. Whether it's drawing you to just one, several, or all, your intuition is your magic. It is what leads you to the right readings. So trust it and let it lead the way. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your shuffling and card preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here. Welcome. And before we begin, let me introduce the cards to you as we always do. On the left are the oracle cards, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for your reading. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I leave their names down in the description box. Okay, so now let's set our intention for your reading, and we want to know what are people's secret thoughts about you. Oh, thanks a lot. What are people's, I feel this one, so let's take that one. What, and this one, are people's secret thoughts about you? All right. Let's now pick up your next deck. What are people's secret thoughts about you? Okay, let's get into the next deck. Oh, thanks. What are people's secret thoughts about you? Wonderful. Okay, now it's time to pick up your tarot decks And we will be taking, as we always do, 2 cards from each deck. So 1, 1, and 1, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, next deck. What are people's secret thoughts about you? What are people's secret thoughts about you? Okay. Next deck. Here we go. What are people's secret thoughts about you? Lovely. 1, 2, and I feel this 1, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's move on to the next deck. What are people's secret thoughts about you? There we go. So the 3 piles are now ready. Let's now put them neatly together for your reading. So this is pile number 1. There we go. That is pile number 1. And let's add the tourmalated quartz. Pile number 2. Is right there. And let's add the flower agate. Pile number 3. Is right there with the peach moonstone. There we go. So the 3 piles are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. You are always welcomed and loved. Thank you so much. Love you. And let's get into your reading. Hey, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what people's secret thoughts are about you, and you have chosen the tourmalated quartz as well as this really interesting Knight of Swords. We'll get into more detail about it. We have the light side on this side and the shadow side on the other, and I feel like this is really going to help us a lot in your reading. And let's get straight into it. We're going to take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the martyr, and the light attributes are learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. On the shadow side, we have addiction to self-pity. Okay, so let's put that right there. Let's take a look at your next card. Ooh, you have the balsamic waning water moon with dissolution. You have the North Node, destined to have. Quite an interesting reading, pile number 1. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Two of Swords. I feel like a lot of the secrets that, a lot of the things that people secretly think about you, you may not really, you aren't aware of, pile number 1. That's right off the bat. So some things you may recognize in this reading, and there are many other things that you have no idea about. You have the Four of Wands. You have the Justice card. The Six of Swords. Whoa. You have the Devil card with conditioning. Right. That's an interesting Devil card for sure. You have the King of Pentacles with abundance. The Three of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. Wow. There's a lot to unpack here. So seeing the Justice card centering your reading, the Martyr, and of course the Knight of Swords here, I see that the people secretly admit and see that you are an honest person. You are out there always saying the truth, doing the right thing, it seems. You're someone who's always after doing the right thing, yeah. And seeing that shadow aspect presented in your main card in this specific thing, I feel like people try to change the way you look on the outside. So they may accuse you of lying. They may accuse you of trying to look out for yourself only. They may accuse you of saying things just to appear like a good person, but you're actually not. We see here, whoa, that was... there's a lot of attention and energy on this card. There, you probably have a lot of unfairness here going on, because with the lion dressed in sheep clothing, I feel like they try to make you wear a character that is not yours. There's so much dishonesty about the way they try to portray you and the way they try to represent you, although it doesn't fit at all. And this is quite evident and obvious to the people around you. They can see these people trying to make you wear something that just doesn't fit you. You are a completely different person, and you're much stronger than the narration that they're trying to put upon you. But despite the fact that they try to make all these lies about you, you seem to be surrounded by people who are liars. I'm sorry about that, pile number 1. And with the North Node, you're a very straight person. You know that you are guided by your intuition, your honesty. You're guided by your instinct to do the right thing constantly. It goes against your nature to lie. And the fact of the matter is, this is not the truth. They secretly feel that you are in fact a very honest person. You may not see that because obviously with your cards here, they make a lot of lies about you. They make it seem that you are maybe a troublemaker or someone who tries to draw attention to themselves so that other people pity them. They try to draw you in such a manner where you appear to be someone who creates drama, someone who wants attention, when in fact it is them who wants that attention with all of these lies. So yeah, people secretly, even though they say and do all of these things to you, I'm very sorry about that, pile number 1, but they do feel, they do know, they secretly know that you're a very honest and loving person. Pile number 1. Also, another thing that people secretly feel about you is that you're very, very quick to end your connections with the dissolution here in conjunction with the Knight of Swords, and the Justice card. They secretly are careful because you're so committed to doing the right thing, and that includes taking very good care of yourself. And despite all of that, we see here the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. These are 2 cards of celebration. And do you see, there are people celebrating up top here, and some sweet little insects celebrating behind the curtains. And this tells me that they secretly know that you would be celebrating them in secrecy should any amazing thing happen in their lives. So they know you're such a good person to the extent that even though you may not be in good terms, obviously, with these people surrounding you, that you're so good at heart that you would be celebrating them, and you'd be very happy for their great successes, should any good thing happen to them. My God, pile number 1, you're such a good person. Why would they do that to you? I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's how much they know you're a good person. Pile number 1. You're wearing all white here. They see you as a pure, innocent, good soul that that would really sacrifice themselves to the right thing. You would sacrifice your time, your resources to help others. They know, they feel like you would give so much of yourself or your time or your resources in comparison to others that really wouldn't imagine themselves giving that much to others. So you're such a giver, and it surprises them how much you're willing to give. And that's one of the secret thoughts they have about you, pile number 1. I feel like they couldn't compare, they couldn't see themselves do that. Now, something else that I'm seeing here, one of the secret thoughts that they have about you here is that it seems like you may have at some point felt stuck in life. Maybe you were put in a difficult situation that was unfair, that wasn't fit to you. Something like maybe you're a hard worker, but you lost your job unfairly. Or maybe you were such a good partner to your spouse and children, but then they cheated on you, or the partnership ended. You've had some sort of difficult situation that you had to endure, one that did not fit you, but it seemed to them that you were going to be stuck in this situation for long. Now, their secret thoughts about you is that you have slowly crossed to the other side. And not only that, but it looks like you're going north. You're rising into a really good place because you have the King of Pentacles here. So to a lot of them, at least to them, they feel like you're becoming very abundant. Maybe they feel like you're very lucky, or maybe they feel like you're getting your wish fulfilled, not necessarily, of course, in terms of money, but that you're getting a certain wish fulfilled. You're no longer being stuck. So whatever this situation was, we can see the opposite now. You're moving to calmer waters, obviously with the Six of Swords. You're moving to the other side of the situation where you're feeling abundant in this area that you once used to feel stuck in. So they're secretly now thinking about how lucky you are, how it seems maybe impossible to them that you've moved to the other side. But really the truth is that you weren't meant to be in this situation in the first place. It was placed upon you unfairly, one way or the other. You were wearing something that wasn't yours. And they're really surprised to see you crossing to the other side, to that type of abundance, because you have the King of Pentacles. And that's like the highest of the minor arcana in the Pentacle suit. So you are getting the best in this situation, the total opposite. And you're feeling, they're seeing you being very abundant here. Pile number 1. You have a little bit of toxic people around you, and I'm very sorry about that. With destined to have the things that you have now, it seems like it was written for you to have. Pile number 1. So no matter how much they talk about you, no matter how much they try to make you look bad, or perhaps they were the ones to prevent you even from your blessings, who knows? But at the end of the day, you're always going to have what you're supposed to have, whether the people around you like it or not. Pile number 1. With the North Node having the dragon's eye covered, also the Two of Swords, the eyes covered, there's a lot of eye covering here. But seeing that you even have a mask here with the Knight of Swords, this kind of makes me feel like they think you don't know where you're going, or at least they think that you are guided by the universe, that you're just really lucky, and all the abundance that you have here is kind of a hit, that it came by luck, that maybe things come to you easily because you're a good soul or something. Yeah, they secretly feel that whatever you're celebrating now in your life, whatever abundance is happening, it just lands to your feet. It's like you're meant to be lucky, and it is what it is. And I feel like this is a narrative that maybe they're feeding themselves because they cannot bear the pain of thinking anything otherwise. So they're blinded to the fact that you may have really worked hard to take yourself out of this situation. And yes, of course, pile number 1, they are definitely right that you are guided. That's for sure. But with the line here, you don't strike me as someone who got it like that. You strike me as someone who worked hard to take yourself out of this situation. If this is a familiar situation where it's about a spouse and children, you didn't leave yourself there. So this luck that you're having is not about it resolving itself by itself. You must have worked. Maybe you have tried to bring your family together, and now it's doing top notch. If this is you losing your job, then you have worked hard to rebuild yourself or to find another job. Or if this is maybe a sort of illness, something that is bringing your power down, then you have obviously worked hard. Maybe you've taken the right medicinal herbs, or maybe you've just taken good care of yourself. You've eaten the right food, you were exercising, maybe you were trying to do the right thing, and you got yourself back on track. So whatever it is that they thought you were stuck in, you had a hand for sure in bringing yourself out of. And it's like they secretly don't want to see it like that, because it kind of hurts them to see anything else. The comparison kills them. And so they are choosing to secretly think that you just got lucky, that things just land up on your feet and it is what it is. Pile number 1. The yin yang here and the 2 of swords. These people secretly think that you're someone who likes to go to the extremes, that you have extreme behavior. But really, with the inspector in this justice card, this is a Korean story about an inspector. You go to the extreme after having studied the situation, after having balanced it out and thought about it through in your mind very well. And so you just don't jump to extremes because you want to. To them, you may be acting in an extreme way because you actually thought about things very well. So to them it may look extreme, but to you, you're doing the right thing and you have the guts to do the right thing, even if it looks extreme to the people around you. You seem to me like you're a very independent person. You're not too worried or focused about what people really think about you. You might enjoy and have fun in a tarot reading just to have a quick peek. But that's really about it. You're not very focused on these people. And and that's why you go to the extreme as they think. It's more about you really doing the right thing for yourself. Pile number 1. But taking a look at the 4 of Wands in the middle of the cards we have been analyzing here, I see celebration. So one of the secret thoughts they have that they would never admit or let you know about is that they actually feel that because you take extremes, you celebrate greatly. So they see you having the guts to do big things that they wouldn't imagine themselves doing. And they secretly think that you were actually very right after all in doing that extreme behavior. Pile number 1, you are so admirable. Really, so admirable. Such an amazing person. May you always be blessed. These are the secret thoughts that the people around you have about you. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check my other channel out. You'll find a link to this channel first thing in the description box. Subscribe to this channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile number 1. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's an audiobook if you enjoy listening to your books. And Pile number 1, it was such a pleasure getting to know you. You are such a lovely person. I wish I can meet you in real life. Kudos to you, Pile number 1. Wish you a wonderful journey full of success and abundance. May you always be blessed. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful flower Agate, as well as this really interesting 10 of Wands, because on one side we can see the picture depicted for the 10 of Wands, but on the other side, the reverse side, we can see the shadow aspect of this 10 of Wands. And I'm sure this is really going to help us out in really extracting the energy and depicting What are people's secret thoughts about you? So we'll be starting off with your oracle cards. You have, wow, pile number 2, you have God. So the light attributes are benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. The shadow attributes are despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Okay, so let's keep your card right there. And let's take a look at your next card. Oh, you have the 20th moon mansion with precipice. That is ruled, of course, by Jupiter and Mars in Sagittarius. Really cool. You have, see, it's really interesting that you have the precipice and the 10 of wands. Anyways, we'll get into that in a second. You have Capricorn with ambition, realism, and methodological steps. Right, so we have Capricorn. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, I'll adjust these later. You have the 9 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Chariot, the 7 of Cups. I see. You have integration with the Temperance card, compromise with the 6 of Pentacles. You have the Death card, and you have the Sun card. Whoa, interesting cards for sure. Let me organize these and come back. Okay, so first things first, pile number 2, seeing God, the nine of Wands and the King of Swords. The people around you secretly feel that you are really protected. I'm not sure why. It could be because they are religious and they feel like God maybe loves you and is really there for you and protects you. You could be protected by a higher power. Maybe that is a manager, a parent, laws. That could be your job with the Capricorn here. So for one reason or the other, the people around you secretly feel that you're untouchable, that nothing can harm you, and that, yeah, you're very, very protected by something. I would say for a lot of you, you may be surrounded by religious people who feel that you are loved and protected by God. Right. They feel like whatever happens to you, you're okay. No matter how heavy the situation is on you, you're always balanced and doing great. But one of the secret thoughts that some of the people around you have about you is they want you to be compromised. I'm very sorry about that, pile number 2, but I gotta tell you the truth. With the precipice here, you feel like someone is about to fall. The 10 of Wands, it's like they're wishing you would fall. They see you doing very well. You're standing very strong. No matter how the situation gets tougher, whether it's easy or not, you're standing there very strong. Either you're protected, your situation is really good, but what they secretly wish would happen is that you would fall. Very sorry about that, pile number 2. Yeah, they may seem like calm on the outside, but really on the inside, they do wish for that fall. Now, with this specific 6 of Pentacles, I'm getting this intuitive idea that the people around you, they really compare themselves aggressively to you. We do see 2 people nearly dressed the same as each other, touching base here. So yeah, the people around you, they secretly compare themselves to you greatly in every way. They see you as a person who a shining bright, someone who catches attention. And so they want to appear as cool or as amazing as you are. Especially in the things that you create with Capricorn here. And so perhaps this is why they want you to fall, and that's the Death card here, so that they shine. So one of the things that this keeps coming up, one of the things that they secretly think about you is that they want to end you, they want you to fall. If these are co-workers, then they want to end your careers. These are just secret thoughts. That will never happen though, and they know it. Because you have the Chariot card here, and it's pulled by two salmon fish. And it's known that the salmon, they go against the grain, they go in the opposite direction of the flow, meaning that whatever happens to you, they know that you will always pull through. Nothing puts you down, ever. And that's another secret thought that they have about you. You're so adamant, you're so ambitious, you know what you're doing, and so you're not gonna fall from their point of view, but they really wish that you could. Their energy, however, has zero effect on you because you're very balanced, you're intact, you're in place, you're strong, and it doesn't matter what they wish or think about you whatsoever. In fact, you have the Seven of Cups here with all of these Aladdin lamps. They feel that whatever you wish for happens to your life. That you're a person who has so many dreams and so many wishes. You're so ambitious and you go after it. And it seems like whatever you wish for, you get. And that's why the idea that you're really supported here by the universe or by God, that you're so loved and protected. Maybe that's a parent. Whatever resonates exactly to you in your reading, whatever you wish for, you get to have in your life. Pile number 2. Gosh, these people are very jealous. I'm very sorry about that. You know, the rooster is the first to announce the new morning, an early riser before everyone else. So I see that these people secretly feel like you have great maybe work ethics, great habits that help you become who you are with the Sun card here. That one of the reasons that you shine, that you're heard, is because you have great work ethics or great habits that make you seem, it's not believable, that make you seem, what's the word? Like we can depend on you. Integrity, that makes you have great integrity. And obviously with the rooster here showing up first, it's really unmatched with the Capricorn and the rooster here. Your hard efforts, your habits, or your work ethics are very much unmatched. Pile number 2. You know what the King of Swords here is reminding me of? The recent coronation, or the recent new title of the King of the UK. That he just got the title. So this is making me feel that maybe they feel like you've recently got promoted, or maybe, you know, that definition of the underdog, someone who wasn't in the scope but now is, something like that. Something recent has happened to you. And so they secretly feel like you don't deserve it maybe, or that you're a newbie, or what could it be? Someone who was reigned in a new position. With the Death card, this is really killing them, this new position that you got. It's really killing them that you got that position, that you've risen in one way or the other. Yeah, you recently got something, you were reigned in a certain position, and it really is killing them. With the bugs here, it's bugging them. My goodness. I was just gonna ask why, but seeing this card here, it's comparison. They're comparing themselves to you. I'm really sorry, pile number 2. I'm so sorry. These people are not good at all. But I will tell you something. You are greatly protected. These people can hate and wish all they want, and they are right about one thing, that you will never fall. You will always be protected, pile number 2. So it's, I guess, healing for them to do. So another thing that I'm seeing, these people secretly feel like you are a wise, balanced person, emotionally balanced person. Like you usually make the right decisions. You usually do the right thing, whether it's easy or not. You are, a highly developed person, very wise. And they feel like they feel like you've kind of integrated your shadow and light, where you're very okay with your shadow, you let your light shine, and you've healed with the integration card. They feel like you've healed, or maybe they feel like you're a healer. That could be another thing. Pile number 2. There's a great emphasis on you being able to achieve your dreams. Very big emphasis here. If you are in a risky situation where you feel like you may fall, and they kind of like holding their breath, feeling like you may fall too, that's not gonna happen. Pile number 2. With the Sagittarius arrows up and the Mars arrows up, this is not a coincidence. You are not going to fall, my dear pile number 2. You are only going up. So let them hold their breath all they want. Again, this goes back to the main 2 cards here. You are divinely protected forever, my dear pile number 2. All these wishes that they have about you will be a grand wake-up call for them. I think there seems to be an exaggeration to how happy they think you are in their heads. You see this rooster or cockerel with all of the dragonflies surrounding their head. And it's kind of giving me the impression that they're so drunk with happiness. And so here we get the idea that yes, you may be happy, you may be getting maybe your dreams coming true, but they're exaggerating in their minds how happy you are and how positive the situation seems to be in your life. It's like they put you on a pedestal for sure. And while you do deserve all these amazing things that are being thought about you, definitely, but I feel like they're exaggerating your happiness. They're over exaggerating how amazing things are happening for you. And they may be going well, but not to that extreme extent that they have in their minds. I think it's because it is somehow affecting them that you are doing well psychologically. Nothing in the cards are showing that it's affecting them in real life. That their minds tend to exaggerate how happy you could be in comparison to how they feel, which really hurts them even more. My goodness. Yeah. But overall, pedestal or not, they are right about something that's very clear in your reading here, which you do come across as. Yes, you are happy, obviously, you're shining. Maybe there's a little bit of exaggeration how happy you are, that's the exaggeration here. But they secretly feel like you are someone who plans well, has maybe a lot of information with the King of Swords, plans their life well, plans how they're going to get and achieve the things that they want. Yeah, you're very also disciplined. We've established that. Someone who's has a heavy head on their shoulders is what you are seen as by these people, my dear pile number 2. Pile number 2, you are so amazing. I wish you are always protected and guided as you are. May you be blessed with the beautiful habits and the ethics that you have. May you always be protected. You deserve to be seen in this amazing light. That was your reading, my dear pile number 2. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check my other channel out. You'll find a link to this channel first thing in the description box. Subscribe to this channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Although really, pile number 2, I don't feel you need it at all. But maybe this is a book that you would love to recommend to others. It is small. It is about productivity. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But whoever is reading it will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. So maybe you're a disciplined person but would love to learn how to make it fun. That book would really help you out in this aspect. And pile number 2, if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook if you enjoy and love listening to audiobooks. And pile number 2, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I enjoyed so much learning more about you. Thank you. And pile number 2, wishing you the best. Gotta say that. I know I said it before. But anyways, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful peach Moonstone as well as the 8 of Wands. And this is what your card looks like. You can see that's what it looks like upright. And it does have a shadowy side. And this is what we see with the 8 of Wands. On the shadow side. I'm sure this is going to help us with your reading and finding out what are people's secret thoughts about you. So let's start off with your reading. You have Father. Interesting. So the light attributes are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Now the shadow attributes are dictatorial control, abuse of authority. Okay, let's keep your card right there. You have the 11th house. Can you see your card? Yeah. So that's, of course, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Okay. You have the black moon. That's a new moon. In Earth with economy. Okay. let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have the Chariot, you have the Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles with Patience, you have the High Priestess with Inner Voice, you have the Knight of Swords, and you have the Four of Cups. Wow. So what do we have here? What are people's secret thoughts about you, pile number 3? So the people around you, they see that there was recently a new beginning for you with the Black Moon here. Perhaps the new beginning with the economy has to do with your finances, but not necessarily, of course. But obviously, you were in quite a difficult situation with the Five of Wands. You were struggling with something. And we can see here that you were able to overcome these struggles. Despite the fact that you may have seemed to them in the past like you weren't really sure how you were going to overcome this. And so here we can clearly see that in their minds, they secretly think, whoa, pile number 3 was able to overcome these obstacles very smoothly, although they were expecting that you were going to fall. So there is an air of awe in the change of situation that you have gone through. And with the High Priestess, they're not really sure how you were able to overcome this. They feel like you held on to the important things to you, and you've let go of everything else, making it very easy for you to move. But overall, they're not quite sure how you did it. It's like there's an air of mystery here in how you were able to overcome, and that's why I have the Black Moon here. There's an air of mystery to how you were actually able to overcome this. A lot of you may have a child involved, because we have father and son, we have this mother carrying their child, and then we have a pregnant mother here. So this is of course a general reading, but for some of you specifically, some of them, the people around you feel like you were able to save yourself and your child. If this is not a child, you were able to save a very critical and important situation or thing to you. That child could indeed be your little business that you were growing, right? It could be a new habit that you started. It could generally be the dear things to you in life. You did not let it fall, and you made sure that you kept it close to you, and you saved it with yourself. Pile number 3. The people around you seem to feel like they secretly feel like you keep to yourself. You're very private. You don't showcase or show much about your life except the things that you want to show. They also feel like for some reason, I'm not sure if it's because of your job or because of who you are as a person, definitely who you are as a person. You seem to be a great guide for others, especially with the motherhood appearing several times here. Even though you're a private person, you seem to be a guide for other people. Let's get more information about that. I mean, you're even mysterious to me. Let's find out why they feel like you're a guide. 1 second. Why do they feel like pile number 3 is a great guide for others, please? 3 cards. So you have the 8 of Cups. The Hierophant, wow. And you have the 5 of Cups. So with the Hierophant, of course, centering your reading here, you seem to be a great guide because when you speak, you really say wise things. You say things that are very educated as well, meaning that you don't just splurt out your opinion, but you're more about giving facts first and then wisely guiding others. You help others a lot, it seems, with the 5 of Cups, regaining themselves back from losses, helping them get up. You, with the 8 of Cups, you also help others leave the situations that they're not supposed to be in. And for this reason, you seem to be very balanced. You are someone who applies the information or the guides that you give to others. So you apply it first. You're not just all talk and no action. And because of your words and your actions, you help others as well find their way, it seems. You could be a speaker, pile number 3, or it's just that you're simply someone who is very wise in life. You do the right thing and you help others blossom after their losses or get out of difficult situations. Because you yourself, you definitely got yourself out of a very difficult situation. So yeah, the actions that you've taken, the things that you've done for yourself are a great inspiration for others, helping them be as patient as you are. Pile number 3. Very, very cool. Okay, so now we see why they see you as a great guide, as a great example and inspiration to others. That's so sweet, pile number 3. And that now makes the 5 of Wands make even more sense. So it goes both ways with the 2 of Pentacles. Now that they've seen you overcome, I get it now, the cards that you just got. I get it. So now that they've seen you overcome your challenges and that you haven't fallen, you've become an inspiration to the people around you to move forward and to transform their situation as well. The key here is to be patient, and that's the most important thing that they've learned from you. So people secretly feel that you are their guiding light, that you are their great inspiration, their muse, their example of how things can go right and why they too should take action to make things happen for themselves as well. With the economy, the Knight of Swords, which is all about intellect. Even the 4 of Cups here has an open book. I don't know what you've done. Have you studied? You've done, it seems to me like you've done something big. Like, for example, maybe you have went back to education after this time of education has passed. Maybe you decided to go back to university at an older age. Maybe with the economy here, you have saved up, you were patient and you've saved up, and that helped you create a new stream of income. I'm not sure what you did, but you did something so big in totally changing your situation. And this is what's blowing people's minds around you. Pile number 3. I'm not really sure what you did there. How about we find out together what they're mind blown about? You're so mysterious, pile number 3. I think you're the most pile where we had to like get more information about what you're doing. So 3 cards and 4. What is that exact thing that they are wowed about? What did you do that was so big? Can we find out, please? You have the 4 of Cups again, right up top, the 4 of Cups. So this is big, right? Definitely big. Okay, now I get it. You have the High Priestess, right? You have the Tower card. And you have the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So what have you done? So first of all, we see that instead of living in misery, you have accepted your situation. You've accepted that maybe something was ruined for you, and you decide to create a new beginning for yourself. We see here that during that tough situation that happened to you with the Tower card, instead of exposing yourself and talking about, you know, the difficult situation that you're in, you decided to rather educate yourself and gain knowledge on how to transpass these tricky, unknown times. So education keeps coming up. So from their point of view, they see you as having gained a lot of knowledge in an area. You've learned something that not only got you out of these difficult times. Now I understand with economy here, you have the 10 of Cups. It seems like you've created a new happy beginning for yourself. 10 of Cups, 10 is an excess of an energy. So you're not just happy. You're not just okay. You're not just, phew, I went to the other side. No, the new energy here is that you are living maybe in luxury, or living doesn't have to be money, although we have economy here. You're living in ultimate happiness from their point of view. With the reflection here, they can see themselves in your place thinking, how would it be for me if I were to do the same for myself? And although it's hard, maybe, just maybe, I should have the type of patience that pile number 3 has. And so the amazing thing that you've done, regardless of the type of problem or the field that you are in, is that first of all, you've accepted the situation, which is something maybe they can't do. Another thing, instead of talking, it's all action, not talking. And you have equipped yourself with some sort of knowledge. High Priestess is really knowledge that not many people know about. You had to dig into the nitty-gritties to find unique, secret information that helped you come out. So if this is a financial situation, maybe you had to go to some departments and ask more questions like, how do I pay this? What options do I have to pay? Is there a sort of insurance that can help me out? You go to the bank and you see how you can adjust your loans. You see what programs they have. I'm just making this up, you know. I'm just trying to guess what type of secret information you've collected. Maybe you asked a lot of people who had a lot of information in terms of the field that you're collecting information from, and they gave you unique information. All in all, you were able to, from the right people and from the right sources, get information you got your hands kind of dirty, meaning, I mean this in a good way, of course. It's like you got straight into it. You tried to find out right, left, and center how you can get the information to overcome the situation. And you really did, because of your adamancy, because of your patience, because of your thirst for knowledge. It seems with the high priestess coming twice, you were able to overcome this and put yourself in a very favorable position that now the people around you are definitely thinking about putting themselves in and doing, just like you, pile number 3. So yes, it seems like you're a very inspirational person to the people around you. I'm very proud of you, pile number 3. Thank you for taking care of you so that others are inspired by what you're doing. Thank you for making yourself happy. I'm very happy for you, pile number 3. That was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you're interested in zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. You'll find a link to this channel down first thing in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3. This book could really help you out. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being productive and having self-discipline. You'll find that this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you for being an inspiration to others by helping yourself first. You are amazing, pile number 3. Thank you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.